Hey everybody, welcome to Wingspan, not on Board Game Arena. We are actually going to be playing this new Oceana expansion. The beta is out for it. I've been enjoying it. I thought that we could share a game here. Sorry to all of you base game Wingspan Puritans like myself, but this has been an interesting expansion. Not better, not worse, I would say. Very different. Feels like a little bit less of a engine building game. We're playing against AI, by the way. Hopefully I'll be able to play against a human being sometime in the near future. Well, we got a lot of base game end of round goals, but we do have beaks facing to the left, so that's good. Feels more like a pattern matching game in that you want to match your bonus cards. A lot more emphasis on matching bonus cards, end of round goals, getting down as many of the nectars as you can for those nectar end of game goals. So let's see what we got. We need eggs. So many of you have probably seen they've nerfed the grassland to a certain extent. And really, it has become so much easier to get birds down. This is really just about playing the right birds for the most part. And the powers can be important, but not as important as you may think. So let's see here. 2E is not that great since we have no idea what's going on with my opponent. Sharing card here. I think we got to go here and here. The wild turkey may seem like madness, but and actually we could do that guy too. But it's so much easier to get food in this game. So I think we're going to start with that hermit thrush. And then eventually, hopefully, make our way to the green pygmy goose and the wild turkey. I still definitely do not know all the bird powers yet. Do we grab this guy so we can grab an extra food? I don't think that's necessary. It's kind of fun too, though, to grab 2 food instead of 1. Do we need to? Not really. I think we do this. The tray is not great for us. The bird feeder's not great. There is our nectar goals. We might want to grab that brown falcon for our wetlands as opposed to we don't like sharing. Not a big fan of sharing. People do complain that there's too many sharing birds in this, but I don't really see it. We are, believe it or not, this is what I'm going to say our starting hand is. Let's grab one more so we can get 2 food when we start. Well, it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna have to get 1. Sometimes, if there are 2 nectars in the tray, I like to grab an extra bird so we can just grab 2 nectars. Because on the first location in the forest is already exchange with birds for second food, so it's not just draw 1 as it was before. So let's see what our bonus cards are. Well, it's hard to go wrong with Ecologist, especially in this game where you just play so many birds. So let's do that. That might sound insane, but it's a whole different game, my friends. So we'll grab this guy. Oh, we should probably grab that brown falcon. We want that guy too. I suspect my AI opponent won't be going for it. There we go. So now we've got a card for each habitat. Not a bad thing. So there is a bird that rewards many platform nests. We're already getting a food. We'll grab a rat for our falcon. So look at this. Hermit thrush down already. We're going to change that. We're going to hold on to one of those. What am I doing wrong? That's what I'm doing wrong. This is not the turkey. So now do we want the fish or the rat? Is that magpie? I always like a magpie. I think we're going to go for that cormorant. Oh, then we have the dove as well. discard a bunch of grain. Not so, oh good, my opponent reset the feeder, but the grain isn't quite, well, we got it, right? Look at that. We already have the food for, we could each grab a food. We're gonna say no, because we don't need it right now. Yep, we're skipping. We already have the food for a wild turkey and a brown falcon. That's 2 3 food cost birds that are going down in the first 4 rounds or so. That's what it is. You would not see that in base game Wingspan. I'm gonna grab that brown falcon, and then I think we'll get the magpie. Opponent does have a predator, so that is lovely. Look at that. Now we get 2 card draw. Does not take 2 birds. It would be nice to get that dove as well. But that might, oh, we can put that in the forest. We got 2 turns left. So we need to think about this actually. We're gonna have to grab, if we want, how are we doing at the end? My opponent's already got some eggs down, so I guess the smart play would be, what do we need? I'm not so sure about that peaceful dove. Yeah, we're gonna go with the cormorant and the magpie, so we'll grab the fish. We could, if we grabbed a nectar, it would disappear too quickly. So we're not going to do that. I like this. Well, whatever the bone, I think that's if it eats a grub or a rat. Yep, so that was handy. So now we'll lay some eggs for the end of round goal, I believe. We'll see. Yep. Opponent has 2, so I'll match it up. We are going to miss out on 3 platform nests. But there will be more cards. There are always more cards. Some lovely nectar. We still each have 1, but we are going to say yes, so we get the reroll. Look at all that delicious nectar. Pretty insane. Now the question, oh yeah, we've got this cormorant. Let's get that guy down. And then our magpie will be nice. They tried to nerf the grasslands in this game, and they did a relatively good job. The raven is still, he's probably even more powerful now though. I would say that is definitely the case because it hands out nectar, so if you get the raven early, you are not only going to do all the normal domination, but you are going to also dominate the nectar goals. And I played 1 game online against a couple random people. One person got the raven. They one-handedly. We're already getting this. None of the food matches anything. What do we need? We'll do this so we can get the reset. Now, the question is, do we do the reset for the nectars? We got 4 turns left. Possibility the nectars won't appear. How's our nectar goal doing? Well, we're winning 1, 2, winning 2, tied 1. Let's do a little reset. Grab a nectar. And we'll try a grub. And, yeah, no. Not this time, since we have no idea what's coming next. We could get the wren, I suppose, just to fill out a habitat here. It is a cavity nest. How's my opponent doing on the end of round goal? Again with the 2. Let's grab a couple off. There we go. Look at that. Oh, that's even better. We like that. Our cormorant's gonna enjoy both of those. remember that there is always more birds. So I think we re-roll. Need one more grain for that cormor. Oh, we need eggs. Yep. So maybe we gotta spend. Fortunately, we have to spend. I think we can get rid of our. No, we need omnivore food. We're gonna have to stick to 2. And play that Roadrunner next. So we're gonna lose the end of round goal, but. Or I'd rather. Well, do we lose the nectar? Could probably win the end of round goal. I think it's worth sacrificing a nectar. Oh, we can, you know what? Look at this. We can spend it on an egg. So it is not lost after all. Very good. We are still severely lacking. Oh, thanks. Well, I was going to say in the grain department, but here we go. We do grab that end of round goal. We need a bunch of left-facing birds. We have a whopping 1 currently. My opponent also has a whopping 1. There is, well, I was going to say there was some sort of big old bird there, but it's disappeared. We've got, what's the precedent? Well, that pigeon might match nightly with my nutcracker. Grab this. Still can't re-roll, so it's alright. Who's got? Still tied. So yes, I'll get the re-roll and hope for my nectar. There we go. Clark's nutcracker can be going down next, or we could grab that pigeon. I think we grab the pigeon. I'll take another one, sure. That my opponent is hunting quite a bit. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Inca dove paired with all of these platform nests. That one does not hit. Okay. Our game might just be complete. As you can notice, I'm not really working on an engine. I am playing a matching game. We got 3 turns left. Don't think we need a fish. We just need to make sure that we get rid of all. You know, we don't have a rat, but we do have a. We have plenty of nectar. So yeah, I'm not building an engine. I'm not making some grand plan to run my grasslands in the last, you know, moments of in round 4. It's just all about matching patterns. And I suspect we are going to get a very good score this game. Next down will be our pigeon. How are we doing? Yeah, now, well, we're ahead by 1. Of course, it is the computer AI, which is not the smartest. Ooh, look at that wetland. My opponent has spent a lot of nectar in the wetland, so we're going to have to see what we can do about that. All right, crested pigeon, you are going down. And then it'll be on to the final round. Do we draw cards? I think we do. We hope for some big old bomb platform nest. Well, there's a painted bunting. It's not a platform nest. And we need to put that Inca dove down, so the grebe is not worth it. It'll give us 2 points in eggs, but still, that just makes it a 2-point bird. I think we're going to nail this final end of round goal. I don't know how you feel about it. That's not all that interesting. Let's see here. Play another bird. So I guess we could try a double play, but I don't think we're gonna have time. Although we should really just be collecting grain. That crossbill might be good. We gotta remember our 2 end of game yellow powers. We got, let's see, our cash up to 8 grain. Yeah, so that's a little tricky. Don't think we're going to be able to do much with that since all of our birds cost grain and there's no grain in the tray except for that guy. I guess I'm going. There's a fish crow. Not sure if it's worth grabbing. We could just get 3 points here. Discard cards. More points. This guy would be... We got 2 points here, or we got 1 point here. Still, so... We definitely need grain for our friend here. It's just this tray is quite oogly. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, we're gonna grab that, we're gonna get rid of our friend, this guy. Good. Oh, we can't even get a reroll. That's too bad. You know what? Can we undo? Yeah, we can. Still have to grab all this junk though. No. So if we grab these food, we would have enough to do a double play between these two. Do the double play. First lay eggs, do the double play. Get more food, hopefully play the Inca Duff. I believe, right, because we have a grain. Yeah, okay, well, it's not elegant. Oh, if we get rid of this guy, the Nutcracker can do its thing. So that's what we're going to do. That guy's not, well, it would get us an extra egg, but not worth playing. We'll grab a fish for variety. Yeah, we'll take it. Well, it doesn't really matter. Maybe it matters. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about you too. My opponent stuck with 1 bird in the tray the whole time. Now it's just gonna be bird, eggs, Inca Dove, I think. We could try to grab up. Let's see, do we have an extra turn to grab? Well, the tray is not quite what we want. For that, we definitely want to get this down before we grab more grain. We have 2 birds that could give us grain. 1 for sure, 1 a maybe, so we're gonna hope that happens. I suspect our pigeon's gonna go hungry. But we could get 1 grain for it or so. There's some grain. We will, nope, no. Let's see here. How's my opponent doing? Well, with the nectar, we got way more in the forest. I mean, in the grasslands. So we don't have to worry about getting more nectar down there. We're just gonna do this. Okay. Let's grab ourselves some grain. Beautiful. I think that's all we can do. But we got 2 more coming. Perfect. No. So then it's just going to be eggs into Inca Dove for the final play. What a game. So barely ran my grasslands, totally unusual. We are going to just fill this up. We're not going to spend anything because I'm actually going to spend all this food on my Inca Dove and have 5 for my pigeon. So that's how we're going to do that. No dice for the Roadrunner. And then our pigeon will be nicely satisfied. Our Inca dove will score quite well, as will our cormorant. Yep. So let's do this. Nope, we're going to do this. And there we go. Get rid of all that extra food. Lay a bunch of eggs. Boom. I'm sure we got that end of round goal. So yeah, you can see it's a very different game from base game Wingspan. More pattern recognition the whole game through. There's plenty of pattern recognition in Wingspan base game, but then it kind of shifts oftentimes into let's give this guy a bunch of grain. There you go. What does even this do? Is going to cash it? Cash, yeah, that's nice. 8-point bird right there. Yes, please. 17 eggs at the end. Let's see how my opponent did. The hard AI is oftentimes not that hard, although every once in a while it'll give you a game. Sure, it's a very difficult game to program. So these are how many nectar do we spend in each habitat. And so we spent more in the forest and the grasslands, and my opponent spent more in the wetlands. Let's see how our score did. I'm suspecting an over 100-point score. Let's see if we are correct. Looking pretty good. I didn't even check my bonus card. I forgot what it was. 110 without running an engine once. Details. So I got 4 with my bonus card. That is one of those, you know, like I said, it's pattern recognition. Forgot to pay attention to the ecologist, but don't think I would have played anything different had I remember maybe gotten that fish crow in the wetlands, but I think it worked out great with that crossbill. All right, gang. That is Wingspan Oceana beta. I hope you enjoyed watching that, and maybe next game we will have an actual human opponent to go up against. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you next time.